Hey Google, is everyone a creative?
Everyone is creative. Creativity is a human quality that exists in every single one of us.
Thank you, Google. So, a couple of months ago, during an AMA session of my podcast, someone asked me this same particular question, and this was my response. But I believe everybody is creative. Everybody's creative. If you're someone, if you can actually think of an idea and execute it, I think you're qualified to be called a creative person. If you can think of ideas and find ways to actually bring it to life, then you are someone who is creative. So you've heard from Google and you've heard from me. And a conversation with Salem King brings more life to that question: is everyone creative? We all want to feel special, treated differently, and revered for our abilities to do what we think no one else can. But the truth is, everyone is creative. Just as Google said, creativity is a human quality that exists in every single one of us. The degree of yours or anyone else's creativity doesn't depend on an innate quality, but rather on how hard you work. You could be as talented as Pablo Picasso, but if you don't pump out your ideas, the contents, and the products, who really cares? Your creativity is as much as worthless. And with the understanding that everyone is creative, I had the privilege to sit with Salem King and we spoke at length about creativity and who is a creative in detail. If you don't know who Salem King is, he's a content creator and a thought leader who is also a creative lover of yam. And this is what he has to say.
First of all, creativity is not the same as creative professions.
Okay.
So when people think of creativity, they think of arts, music, photography, stuff like that. Those are expressions of creativity. Those are creative professions. That's not creativity. Creativity can find expression in literally anything as long as you have a brain. Okay. Do you understand? Now, I have a problem with people looking at your work and saying, I want to do what Oladimeji is doing. Because every human being has a different set of circumstances, experience, education, exposure that gives them a unique perspective, different from what anybody else has. So the perspective you have on life, no one else has it. You have that unique perspective that is unique to you because of the combination of circumstances that you have. So everyone should find the beauty in their combination of circumstances. Creativity can be applied to whatever you do, whether you're an accountant. It's about making connections. It's about pulling on different familiar elements and combining them in a way that people haven't thought of before. So it's really not about creating something new. People put pressure on themselves to be creative when they feel like they need to create something new, something nobody has ever done before.
Yeah, that's true.
But in fact, you don't really need to do that. You need to take different things that people already know, people already are familiar with, but then combine them in a way that they haven't thought about before. Everyone applies this. Chefs apply this. Do you understand? That's how they come up with new recipes. Different kinds of professions apply this role of just combining familiar elements in an unfamiliar combination. And that's what creativity is about ultimately. If you have a brain, if you have had experiences, bad experiences, good experiences, if you had problems before that some overcame you and some you overcame, if you have all of that, you can be creative.
So anytime you're stuck in a position where you question whether or not you are creative, just remember the following: that as long as you have the ability to think, you have a brain, and you can bring ideas into reality, you are a creative. And it will be really amazing if you accept this part of you, because it is in you and manifesting it is your job and your responsibility. If this video has helped you in any way, consider giving it a thumbs up, and it will be amazing if you subscribe to this channel even to get more content like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.